What it do, shorty? What it do? What it do? Let's get it. Top discussion family, how y'all doing, man? When you getting this live, do me a favor. Send this live to 5 to 10 people. When you get in here, share the live to 5 to 10 people. Do me that solid, please. Let's turn it. Turn this knob up real quick. You heard me? Let's get it. I'm sending mine out right now. 5 to 10 people. Let's go. Share this live with 5 to 10 people. Share this live with 5 to 10 people. Share it. Yeah, let's get it. Am I good? Is my signal good? I got Verizon, but I've been on, it seems like I've been on Boost Mobile type shit. You feel me? So y'all let me know. Is my signal good? Can somebody let me know in the comments, please? Pinot Grigio, you heard me? Let's get it, bruh. Kelly, what it do? Adele, what it do? Jay, what it do? Turn up, man. Turn up. Turn up. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Share this live out to 5 to 10 people. Share this live to 5 to 10 people. Close friends, whatever you might, whoever you DM on this during the daily, whatever, laugh at, whatever you do. I need you to share this to 5 to 10 people. Please. Say, I need you, baby. Oh, now let me stop. That Lauren Hill, though, that's that. Yeah. Let's go, baby. Let's go. That's my first drink since my birthday. You heard me? Yeah. Tap in with me. How y'all doing tonight? How y'all doing? Tap in with me. Let me know you here. Oh. Let me
In
hear
the
you.
building, what's happening?
Good with you.
What it do?
Ain't nothing cool. I'm cool.
Just
I'm
hold
cool.
stand
Am
for a
I
minute. Well, let me
good?
adjust. Let me get right real quick. Hold on for a second.
Am I on Verizon or Boost Mobile frequencies right now?
Definitely on Boost Mobile right now.
Are
This
you?
shit spinning. What's up with you, man? What you changed your carrier service? What's up, man?
You said what I was?
What you changed the carrier service? What's up, man? You spinning
No,
on me, man.
no. That's that T-Mobile for you. It's still messing up. It might be my phone for real. Lord knows.
You talking about T-Mobile, man? We ain't got time for that tonight, man. What's happening?
Lord, y'all tap in with me, man. Let me know y'all here. Send this live to 3 people, 5, 10, however many you want. Send
Let
it
me know
out.
if we got. Let me know if we got good connection. Like, can y'all see everybody in the chat? If you can
Yeah,
see somebody in the chat, put a thumbs up. I can't see you, bro.
you can't see me?
I can't see you.
Jeez. Let me see what's going on with this. That's wild.
Having technical difficulties in this month.
Good Lord. Lord, what's wrong with this phone?
Come on, man. Yo, you gotta get the box together, man. This dude bugging.
I already reset it. I already did all that. What's going on, man? Better? Better?
You said it's better. Let me hop off and read.
Come on, man. That's that Apple. It's got to be Apple. It can't be nothing else, man. It's got to be the Apple. I don't know what's going on. I'm sorry, my guest, you feel me, but I don't know what's going on. Let me know if you can see me. If it's better, not, let me know. Still acting up?
Nah, look like we good for real, for real. What's happening?
I ain't nothing. I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know what's going on with this phone. I feel like it's this phone. I don't feel like it's the service. I feel like it's the phone by now. What it do though?
Come on, man. You got that NASA uniform. You might be out of space or something. Know what I mean?
You know it. You know it. It's that peanut. You feel me? I done got to spill a little bit on my phone. You feel me?
This dude, wow. What's happening? What's
What up?
happening? We in the building. We in the building. What's happening?
How you feeling? You feeling all right?
I'm feeling blessed, man. You know what I mean?
I seen you over there dropping knowledge on that, that Carrier Business Academy, man.
Oh, you already know.
I
You know
love
what I
that.
mean?
I love that.
You already know, man. I ran into a guy, man. He just was lost. And I really need everybody to get this. Like, if you don't know something, you gotta understand this. You gotta tag on with somebody who actually knows something.
Mm-hmm.
Like y'all asking people that don't know nothing about nothing. You asking your mother, should you start this business, and she ain't never have a business, she gonna tell you no all day of the week, or she might support you, but she don't know where to go, no direction. Go get with a person who actually started that business in that lane. And don't have no pride. Don't go into it talking about, oh man, I don't want to ask nobody for help. There's two
Mm-hmm.
ways you learn in this world: is mistake or mental.
Yes,
Real
sir.
work, real
Yes,
rap. I
sir.
ain't trying to keep making a whole bunch of mistakes. I'm trying to get the fast pass.
Yes, sir.
So this guy really touched me. He was just telling me like, yo, I don't know this. I didn't know this. I didn't know this. And I'm just like, bro, you ran into me for a reason. I'm glad that I can be a blessing to you today. And that really humbled me and told me like, yo, keep doing what you're doing. Right.
Yeah.
You
At
know what I
some
mean? I
point,
want that stuff. I want to, having the career business change my life. I wanted the same thing for him. You
yeah.
feel me?
At some point, we can't be scared to ask for the right information, especially if not looking for it or you don't know where to look for it. You can't be scared to ask. You know what I'm saying? Definitely, want to tell you how much I appreciate you because you put me on good game with that as well. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what it takes to run your own business, your own carrier business as well. You know what I mean? I feel like we all can learn something from each other. So don't be scared to ask. You know what I'm saying? There's some things that we could probably learn from y'all that's on here on this live. So, definitely, I might be tapping in with somebody that's in here, you know what I mean, about music. I see I got Black Roll in the building, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Anything that you want to know, that you want to get into, that you feel like you need the right information, tap into somebody that already got it, man. Don't be scared to ask them.
Don't be. But like you said, man, I appreciate you too, because people don't understand. Like through everybody that I mentor, everybody that I put in this game, like y'all giving me, I'm learning from y'all too, learning y'all pain points, learning where y'all struggling at. Right
Mm-hmm.
now, I can go back and package that up even better, break it
Yeah,
down, slice it, break it down again, so it's digestible and that you understand it and get it. You feel me?
yeah. We can't be scared, yo. I feel like that's what kind of holds our community back too. Like we're scared to ask each other stuff. We just want to do it and do it better than the last person and not get any gain from them. But 9 times out of 10, a lot of people be watching. You feel me? They be watching you, but won't
Oh, yeah.
ask you a question. They'll watch your every move, but won't ask you no questions. You feel me? Then
Yeah.
try to stun on you when they actually doing good. Like, nah, we gotta, feed each other great information because we all need it. You know what I mean?
That's big facts. How many people know somebody that don't like, comment, or share anything, but they know every move you make? I'm trying to tell you. I be walking, I be like, bro, I don't never see you, but you can tell me everything that I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
Keep that's motivation for anybody to keep going.
Yeah,
They don't gotta like it, they don't gotta comment, they don't gotta share, but they see you. They see you.
yeah. At this point, we gotta keep feeding each other whatever our community needs. I don't care who you are. You know what I'm saying? We all can learn something from each other at the end of the day. You know what I mean? I don't care if it's about your car. I don't don't care if it's about the business you running. I don't care if it's about what you cooking in your kitchen. You better, you know what I'm saying? You might have to ask that question because it might take you from one level to the next. So, you know, make sure y'all tap in with each other, man. How your week going?
Shoot, this week flew past. I'm good though. Everything is great.
It's
You know
moving,
what I
right?
mean?
It's moving.
It's moving. You know what I mean? I got a lot of stuff done, progress, moving in the right direction, man. So, you know,
Yeah,
empowering and impacting people is what's happening. And, you know, today
yeah.
was very humbling for me and a very good feeling today. So, how about you, cuz? Talk to me.
Um, I'm great, man. You know, I more than any other week. Usually spend a lot of time with my son on the weekends. Spent a lot of time with my son this week. My mother went out of town. She usually watches him for me while I'm at work, doing my thing. You feel me? Um, Spent a lot of time with my son. You know, you can see how much we take some things for granted. You know what I'm saying? Um, Had a lot of fun with him too. You know what I'm saying? Getting to see him grow from, you know, the times that I just come in the house, jump in the shower, hold him till he go to sleep, you know what I mean? And then it's the next day and I'm right back out on the road. So, you know, to be with my son a lot this week, you know, it was a great thing, great experience. And I just want to, you know, keep having enough, I ain't gonna say enough time, more time with him, you know what I'm saying? Um, be more of a father, you know what I'm saying? They're only babies once. You know what I'm saying? Like they're only babies once, and
Right.
to get the experience that I'm getting now, like taking him to his 6 month check in, and you know seeing how much he's grown since he, you know, was delivered into this earth. Like it's a blessing. Like that's God's greatest gift right there, bro. Like it really hit me. It really hit me all week. Like man, as much time as possible. Nothing else really matters. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I gotta provide for him, but I gotta make sure I'm there for him as much as possible.
I'm trying to tell you, man. I commend you, man, because there's a lot of people. You know what I mean? We got a lady on here. She was a teen mom,
Hmm.
right? She had to step up at a young age.
Hmm.
Right? So, but at the end of the day, it's a lot of fathers out here. They got opportunities, but they don't really want it.
Yeah.
So, shout out to the real black, strong fathers out here who stepping up every single day.
Yes.
Right? We stepping up every single day
Yes.
and making a conscious effort. Like, yo, it's easy to run, it's hard to stick and fight it out.
Hmm.
So, at the end of the day, man, I commend you for that, man, because a lot of people they run, right? And the biggest excuse, oh, she keeping it from me, but you're not doing nothing.
Yeah.
That's a whole that's a whole other subject that we can break down in this month.
Yeah. There's so many things you can do to, you know, intervene when you have a situation like that. You got to take the steps to, you know, make that happen. You got to take the steps to stop that because if you're not stopping it, then you just as bad as the problem for real. Keep it 100 with you. You feel me?
Big facts.
You know what I'm saying? You just as bad as the
Big
problem.
facts.
You gotta kick that door down, brother. You know what I'm saying?
By
Um,
any means necessary, man.
yes, sir.
By any
Yes, sir.
mean necessary. Shout out to my man Malcolm X, rest in peace. By any means necessary.
Yes, yes. I mean, tell me one thing. What do you need to accomplish by the end of the week? If it's personal, I don't need to know it, but you know, what do you need to accomplish by the end of the week? We all have something to accomplish, so we can't say nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Big facts, yeah.
So what do you have to accomplish before we roll into Monday?
Like
What
really
do you need to do?
mentally, like for me, like I feel like I don't know, with something in me. I feel like the devil working on me. You know what I mean? Like he working overtime on me. So like
Yeah,
I
of
really
course.
need to get that mental frame and really battle that and understand like why do I feel that way? Why am I waking up a little angry?
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And really understand and really break that down. So where did it start from? Right? So that's one thing in my mental. I need to get that little devilish that he's working overtime. I need to get him up out of me real quick. You know what I'm saying? Before tonight, for real, for real. Like I shouldn't be feeling or thinking the things that I'm thinking. Like, but you know, on the business side, just building out, still building out the academy, getting that done, right? Because now people start asking like, "Yo, what's happening?"
Hmm.
I'm ready to
Yeah.
go.
It's starting
Right?
to pick up. I see it myself, you know.
So I got to
So that's why I
deliver.
said I appreciate everything that you're doing because you're building a community within itself, but you're giving people information that they really need because a lot of people out here getting used. you know,
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
In the worst way. You know what I'm saying? In the worst way.
Big
Like he
fact.
told me, I have to take control of certain situations when I go into, these businesses and offer them, what I can do for them and take more, advantage of the business mindset and the rollout and what I need to do. It was steps that I was missing that I got from you. You know what I'm saying? That you provided me with. So I greatly appreciate that.
Big facts. Big facts.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna jump into it. LaDonica, she on here. Let's get into it, man. We can't keep playing around. It's
Yeah, I'm
that
about to
Thirsty
get.
Thursday. We in the building tonight.
I'm about to get her in here. Hey, what it do?
What's
What's
up? What's
happening?
up?
See what's in that cup. Talk to me.
Listen, talk
What's
to
in
you
that cup?
dirty, little
Yes, let's get
dirty.
it.
I should have got the one that said mom juice.
I hear that little mom juice up in there. I ain't mad at you. Talk to
Neither.
me, man. Talk to me for a second. I need you to break it down. Who is LaDonica Whitfield? Talk to me. Just let me know who you is in the building.
Listen, so I am LaDonica Whitfield, born and raised in Florida. So I'm a hot Floridian. That's how I say, because it's always hot down here. I don't know. Y'all sound like y'all got an accent, so it sounds like y'all up north. But yeah, I caught it. I caught it. But literally I'm a multi CEO. I do a lot of different things, but it's always for the grind. I'm just gonna tell you that. Like I've always been driven. I've always been a hustler and I'm gonna get it by any means. So that's it in a nutshell. It's a lot more that I know I can say, but I'm gonna leave it at that.
She coming out the muscle. I'm driven. I'm here. We feel the energy in the building tonight. She said, I'm here.
Hear that?
I'm self motivated. I don't need nobody. Nah, it's all good. Keep going, Queen.
Hear that? So, quick question: what made you want to become a minority women's coach?
I'll be honest, like, no offense to y'all. And I mean, I definitely appreciate hearing a father, stepping up to the plate and doing what needs to be done. Because there's not a lot that's out there. I will say, like, now you hear a lot more guys that's being in the, staying with their baby mom or making it work or whatever the case may be. But I'll be 31 this year. So back when I first started, that wasn't something that was a hot thing to do. It was always the guy kind of separated or whatever the case may be. But it starts with a woman. I'm not even gonna lie, like it starts with the woman. Like when we're pregnant, if we're going through it mentally, guess what? Our child is going through it mentally. So all it's doing is, gaining more unstable people in the world. So if we have our Black women that's more in a happy place while they're pregnant, having their own stuff together and really like having an education to, be able to fend for themselves or be able to be there for their significant other. I just feel like it starts with us. Like I'm not biased when it comes to females is always right. There's a lot of work that we got to do and put in as well.
Of
In order for
course.
us to have strong men, we got to be strong women at the end of the day. So it definitely is the reason why I like focus on minority women because we got a lot to work on and we got a lot of stuff that comes at us, especially y'all.
That's
I hear
big
that.
time, right? Because you know what I mean. Like when you got your first child, you really don't know how this woman is acting. Like you looking at this person, like, hold up, man, this pregnancy got you tripping a little bit. You know what I mean? But as like she said, like yo, they go through so many changes as men. We need to sit down and have these conversations, right?
Yeah.
Them people who had kids before us, they need to be having these conversations. Hey, listen, this is your woman. She's going through this, that, and the third. You need to understand to be patient, be this, be that, right? Because so many people, they look at it and they like, yo, I'm gone. This is not the person I want to be with, right? But you got to understand the compromise and what they going through. Understand their pain. Understand that. You understand what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
that's real tough.
The support, like
Yeah.
in our communities, needing that support to not just push her out into the streets because she, that decision was made for her to keep the baby. Like for me, I could definitely say thank God for my grandfather because he was the one that put his foot down. Like, no, she not going, out on her own. Like she gonna stay here until we gonna figure it out. but that wasn't for, you know, my grandmother and my father. Like, they was like, nah, she grown now. She doing what she want to do. She can have a child. Like, she can go out to the world and figure it out. But it was just him that was like, no, that's not what we're going to do. So I know my life would have been different if he wouldn't have put his foot down. But not everybody have that loved one that cares to be like, nah, that ain't how we doing it. We not finna push her out there.
Oh, break that down. Talk to me like for real. We kicking these kids out too early.
Man,
And
even without
then we
having a
expect them
child,
to succeed. Like you put me in a failure. Like, damn, I'm at a disadvantage.
Big one.
that's it's like, even without having a child early, we as a community, we normally, once 18 come, we out. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And we think we grown, but I'm gonna be honest, like, I really ain't feel grown for real until I turned 25. Like, when I would go rent a car, what they charge you, that extra $20 fee when you get in a rental car for being underage.
Yeah.
Your insurance don't go down to 25.
They hitting you over the head for real.
And a whole nother rental date.
We think we got to figure it out. And they kicking us out. We think we know it all. Man, we don't know nothing.
Don't know nothing, like nothing, and they ain't prepare us for the real deal. Like, most parents try to shelter us, you know, from the real world because they think it's protecting us. But in reality, we need to know what's going on out here in these streets, so we won't be gullible and just get into any and everything. Like, my daughter know what time it is. She be with me. She be ready to fight and everything.
Trying to keep us safe, man. Like, nah, we need to know. We need to be out here taking risks. In your safe space, you never gonna grow. Get me uncomfortable. Let's do some uncomfortable stuff.
Right. Together.
They think they looking out for you, but they doing you a disservice. It's crazy.
That's true. And like being able to be there and walk us through it, so we know, like, all right, so what would you do in this situation, and take that step back so I can see if I can figure it out myself. But at least you still there if it go completely wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things to where with my daughter, she's with me a lot because I want her to see and I want her to learn as I learn. I mean, I'm still consistently learning in life, but I need her to be learning lessons too.
Always stay a student. What's that, a backdrop in there? What's that, a backdrop back there?
Oh, that's the logo.
She coming here with the logo. I see you.
Listen, that's definitely stay up. Like, it's too much going on, and she don't like to be in the camera, so I have my little corner, my little space.
I hear that.
Corner, little space, literally. But I'm trying to figure out where y'all from, because I hear the accent. Well, it's an accent to me.
We from Maryland.
Okay,
I'm from Maryland. Yes.
Up north, same thing. Up north.
Yeah. Hey, look, we below the Mason-Dixon line, so you know we can call ourselves Southerners if we want to. You know what I'm saying?
She talking about we got the accent. You got the accent. You got the accent.
No.
She said, "Where are y'all's from?"
Hold up, time out. This is the icing on the cake. What was your grandfather's name?
John.
Oh, all right. I'm about to say, if she said Willie Earl, I was going to die.
No, he's from South Carolina, so he real Southern. Like, that's Southern right there.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Well, Maryland accent, right. It's either, I knew it was from up north because you got y'all draw everything kind of out. And then you got like people from like, from like Philly. But no, because when you talk to a Philly person, what they say? Like, you know a person from Philly because they say John.
Yeah, or you drawing. Like you said. Yeah, you're right.
I know I say it right, but you can tell. And then I think like Detroit is like, what up though? Like, or like that little, I hear them say that all the time. So it's just like I kind of knew like y'all was from somewhere. See, new. Y'all be like, new.
She funny as
yeah.
I kicked the crap, so don't mind me.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. We up here chilling, vibing out, having a discussion, man. This is what this is about, yo. Whatever's at the top of the mind, we discuss it. So
that's exactly how I be. I definitely want to say thank y'all because I literally was on live with two of my well, they in like all the mentorship. We in like all the mentorships together, but they're out in Atlanta, and it was just like, man, it's just a different little vibe just being on social media together. And besides Zoom, like Zoom, this is more like personal. Like,
Right.
I love it. Like, I love this better. Like, let me just have my Zoom meetings like on IG Live.
Right.
I hear that. Tell me about the Say Yes Connection in Business Bays. Tell me about that.
So, Business Bays, I created it maybe like a couple months ago because I hated hearing Black women can't get along, they can't work together, they so mean and catty, all that negative stuff. But I personally haven't really had that experience like that when I have my events. So my business have been around for 3 years, almost 3 years now. And when that was before COVID hit. So I had my first networking event November 2019, and I was just so blown away by how many women came out. Like, they don't know me, they don't, and especially for our people, if they don't really know you and mess with you like that, they're not gonna spend no money on you. So to have 17
But
ladies
why?
there,
Time out. Why we think that though?
I like.
Why is that the normal? Like, why are we even thinking that?
I feel like it be trust. It's part of trust. Like, I feel like we have some real major trust issues with
Our
people.
community has trust issues, period.
Yeah.
But why? Like, why we keep pushing that narrative? Why are we programmed to be that way? That's just crazy.
Listen, I'm breaking that barrier, and that was one of the main things. Like, because we go through a lot of the same things. Like, as Black people, we go through the same things. Like, good and bad. When it comes to, let's say, we can make a joke and be like, when you go in the grocery store, what your mama say? Don't look at nothing. Don't touch nothing. Ask nothing. Like, we can laugh at that, and we get it and we understand it because that's our culture. That's our community. But then our counterparts, they be like, I get what I want. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we can really like come together on a lot of things because we went through the same things. So I wanted to bring women together because as a Black woman, we go through a lot of stuff, especially like mentally when it comes to depression. And typically, unfortunately, we are still the ones raising all the kids. So it's overwhelming. We feel like we don't have no one to go and talk to and, that'll be able to relate to us. So me creating that community is like, this is a safe place. Like, it's for minorities because we can be free and open and we can be blunt about it. Like, I ain't no sugarcoating because you got, Becky over here, no offense, but sometimes it's uncomfortable. Like, oh my gosh, she might call the police. She might not, what I'm saying? Like, you don't know. But as Black people, man, listen, she got a whooping last night. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how I wanted to build my community. So that's what I started to do. And then COVID hit and I was just kind of like, man, women ain't gonna feel empowered over the internet. Like, that was my mindset at first. Like, they ain't gonna really feel empowered. So I kind of scaled back and didn't really do nothing too much. Then I seen COVID wasn't going nowhere. And I was like, okay, the bag stopped it. So let me regroup and let's keep this going.
Right.
So, saying yes to the connection is just one of my ways of virtually networking. I've been meeting a lot of people out of state, and I want them to get out of the mindset of being in their own community and their own network of women. Like, let's tap into some of these women that's in these other, states and communities. I've done it and I've seen how great a lot of them are. So I want to share that with you. So that's just a girls' night, fun, get some nice peer romance going on, games, vibing out, just really just a good networking time, like, but girl style.
That's what's up.
We need
That's
it.
what's up. When did it trigger for you? Like, yo, I need to get around a new environment.
I will say when I started to personally grow, and like,
break that down for me though. When did you start to personally grow? Like, how did you know? Like, I'm in a cage. Like, this shit, it's not working for me.
So I will say when I noticed that when it was time for me to do something that I wanted to do, it was like always an excuse. It was always like, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that. And I'm gonna tell you, it was one day, and it's funny. ish. But this is how my mind have always thought. So in my group of friends, we would always have the conversation of, would you rather have the wedding of your dreams or the house of your dreams?
Okay.
Most women, they always like, well, I want my big house, you know, or they'll pick. My thought was always, why do I have to choose?
True.
Because if you take away the finances of it, guess what? You'll be able to have both, right? If finances was not an issue, you would have both. So why would I pick? All that means, or all that's telling me is, I need to hustle harder to be able to have both. Like, that's just my, like, why can I not have the wedding of my dreams and the house of my dreams? Why money got to stop me? So me being around that, I'm like, nah, y'all not thinking the way I'm thinking. Like, I need somebody that's gonna push me and challenge me to want both and attain both. Like, you ain't gonna tell me no. I don't like being told no. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's real.
no limits.
Nah, definitely no limits.
No limits. She said, why can't I have both? Everybody picking and choosing.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's real right there, though. That's real.
That's real.
That's real. We shouldn't be living a life where we got to pick what we want or what we can have, but what we want. Why can't we have both? Right?
Especially over finances. Like, it's different if you just, it's something you really just can't have. Like, I can't have the baby. I mean, let me not say I can't. I'm gonna manifest that.
Crazy.
But you know, in a situation like that, that's crazy. That might be unattainable. But when it comes to finances, it's 1,000 ways to get money out here. So why would I just not invest in something else that's gonna bring me the money or the profits eventually, or short term, to pay for my wedding or pay for that house?
Okay.
That's big facts.
Do me a favor. Tell me what inspires you on a daily basis. What inspires you when you don't want to get out that bed, when you don't want to roll out that bed, or you don't want to go out that door, you don't want to take that 45-minute to an hour drive? What inspires you on a daily basis? Like, you can't not do what you're doing. You cannot punch that clock. You cannot go to this meeting. You can't have business bays. Like, what might stop you, or what keeps you going? Who inspires you?
So the only thing that can stop me is me.
Woo! Goddamn. Say it again.
Can't nobody stop me but me. And I'll even go further. Can't nobody stop me but my mind. Like, it's all mindset. And everybody want to skip over mindset. You can't skip over mindset. Like, you have to prepare yourself for when those dark times come. And that was my learning lesson. Like, I didn't prepare for when my dark, depressive times was coming. You know, it was me trying to crawl my way out of it after I was already in it. So definitely, like, I have my affirmations. You know, make sure like I'm walking every day just to, you know, clear myself, my mind. Like, those things I'm really doing on a regular basis, and making sure I built my confidence within myself. Like, me believing in whatever I want, I can have, and I don't have to choose or want it. So that was what I really, it was that. But then it's, what keeps me definitely going is I have people that depend on me. Like, besides my daughter, my mom, she's not even 50, and she had 4 strokes, and her first set of strokes was during the pandemic. So, you know, the fact that I wasn't able to be there with her was already one thing. But then the fact of me thinking like, man, what if I could have got to her, but my job at the time wouldn't allow me to go and be with her the way I needed to be with her. So, you know, I had to make sure I had my plan to say, ain't no more 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need my time. Like, money is one thing, but time is everything. So, like, and my grandfather, he'll be 80 this year. And it's like, I need to make sure that I'm there through everything for what they need me for. But with that, I need to mentally be prepared for it as well. Because unfortunately, whenever any of our times is up, life still goes on. You know, bills still do. You still got a child you're responsible for. Like, you got to be able to mentally strong for those times. So those are definitely things that I keep in my mind consistently. Time waits for no man. Execute, 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 because it's gonna be a time where you're gonna be like, dang, I wish I would have just did that days ago when I first said I was gonna do it. Nah, stop saying that and just do it.
Yes.
Big facts.
Yes.
Big
That's
facts.
real. That's real right there. That's real.
She dropped the gem on y'all. I really need y'all to really understand, like, in order to change you, you got to change your mindset. And you got to stop. You got to start operating for the person that you wanted, from the person that you want to be, right? Because the person that you are right now is only getting you to where you are right now.
Yeah.
Right? So why you keep operating like that? If you're not happy with the situation and the current situations you with, stop operating from that. Get around mindset. Get around people who have stronger mindsets than you. Get around people that you can borrow their belief when you don't have it, because that's going to push you through. Trust me. Right? It took me 30 years to start to learn this. Like, dang, I need to adjust my mindset. Why am I thinking like that? If I think negative results start to follow. When I think positive results start to follow. So I really need y'all to get that. Like, yo, shout out to Miss Whitfield. That shit is dope, yo. It's a dope ass story, man. And shout out Grandpa John in this month, turning 80. Man.
Listen,
We gotta get some with the fried gator, barbecue gator down in Florida,
Get out of
they
here.
roast the pig. They'll roast the pig for real. They'll put the hog on there and just roast it.
I don't do the pork, baby.
I don't do the pork. Look, I don't
little gators, huh?
I have not tried gator. Oh, they like deer meat too. They love them some deer meat.
I can rock out with that.
I ain't never had no dead meat. I done had some
rock out with
rabbit
the
though.
dead meat. It tastes like steak a little bit.
That's what they say. I ain't tried it yet. So they definitely eat some everything. I'm good with that. I'm good with my fish. Give me some fish all day, every day, and I'm good. Like, real deal.
Ms. Whitfield, I really need you to help somebody out right now. Like, because like, what do you do every day for mindset? Like, it's not just one of those things you do at one time. Like, tell me the routine, because it's something that you like. People don't understand. The mind is it's a muscle. Like, yo, you got to keep working that thing out.
You do. I'll say I slacked a little bit lately, but typically I have my vision board, I have my goal board, and I have my affirmations written. And then on my phone, the screensaver is what I plan to make on a daily basis. So I'm consistently seeing it. On my mirror is how much I plan to make monthly by a certain date. First thing I do when I wake up is, before I look at my phone, is I pray. After that, I check my messages before I get started, and then I look at my boards, go through my affirmations, and then I'm turning on while I'm getting ready or getting prepared. I'm listening to a podcast. Normally, lately it's been morning meetup, because David Shands normally has somebody on that's like educational, but it used to be Eric Thomas before I got into like all my mentorships. But it was Eric Thomas, or really wasn't Les Brown, but either Steve Harvey or like somebody that's like real inspirational, that just like giving it to me. Lately, every day I just been walking, because I realized that I need to walk in the morning time versus the afternoon, because it's hot. I don't know what. So I'll go walking around the block just to kind of make sure I'm like clearing my mind and preparing myself. And then I'm like, I don't leave my house until the afternoon typically. Like I'm sitting down, focused, everything I need to get done on the computer, I'm getting it done on the computer. Then I'm getting out and going to run my errands or whatever, because that's more time consuming. You know what I'm saying? Being in a car, you driving from one place to the next, it's time consuming. So let me get done the things that I need to get done first, and then run the errands. So that's like really like the morning start is like really important. How they say eating a good breakfast. I'm not a breakfast person. I'm a brunch person. So I normally maybe have like some coffee. I'm a coffee drinker.
She like the mimosas. She like the mimosas out there.
Well, mimosa me up. They part me up. Listen, I'm getting too old. I'll be asleep by the time night comes.
Mimosas and Kodak Black. You know what I mean? They be turning
Get the hell out of here.
Not too much. I ain't gonna say not too much Kodak. I'm more like Kevin Gates, and I listen to. I mean, I still, if I'm really like feeling like I need to focus my mind, it'd be Nipsey still. I listen
Yes.
to a lot of Young Blue. I love Young Blue. Like I don't know
Dope.
what it is, but I love Young.
Ooh.
Like
Dope. Dope.
I got a whole wide range of music that I listen to.
I hear
Dope.
that. I hear that. Now
Like real deal.
on a on a business tip, right? Many people think they need multiple streams, like they want multiple streams of income, so they think they gotta have this business here, that business here, this business here. You feel me? Like they think they gotta have all these different businesses. What do you need? Because I saw a post of you dropping that game, dropping them gems on that. What do you need? What do you need? Just drop it on, please. Let them have it real quick.
So the advice I give versus what I
Mhm.
do is different.
Okay.
But that depends on the person. So the advice that I give is, especially for somebody that's new and might not be as strong minded as the next person, is have one business but multiple products in that one business. So that's the advice that I give, because everybody not strong minded as I am. I'm a Gemini and my mind is very squirrely and I got to do multiple things. So I will do multiple things, but that's only because when I get bored with one thing, I can flip over to the other thing that I'm working on, so I don't get bored and go start like 10 other things, because I'll do that.
Right.
So at least if I'm focused on two things, I can flip back and forth when I get bored with one thing. But that's what works, for me. But for other people that's really like not understanding how it is to be a business owner and a real entrepreneur, they just thinking that they see this on Instagram and that's just how it is. You don't even know the half of the back end of it. So focus on that one business, structuring it properly and building that foundation properly, and then building out your different streams of revenue within that one business. So whether that's a podcast, an ebook, whether it's giving, like doing a course or mastermind is real popular now. Like or having something tangible that you can ship out, like a product or mentor coach. Like you have so many things that you can do within one business. I don't even care whether you a graphic designer. You can still build a course being a graphic designer, because there's always someone below you that don't have the knowledge that you have to that point. And people don't understand that about mentors and coaches. You don't have to make 10,000 figures, whatever they be saying nowadays. If I'm making a couple more hundred or a couple more thousands than you, there's a lot that I can give to you, because you're not even making $1 in your business. So I can save you a lot of wasted dollars, because I can kind of give you that shortcut, because I've been there, done that. So it's one of them things that people don't really understand, that mentors and coaches is lit. Like you need one or five.
I hear that.
That's big facts though. Like she ain't lying. Like before you go to another industry, make sure you exercise every option in your industry. People I want to do real estate. I want to do stocks. I want to do this and I want to do that. And all you doing is doing like that. Back in the same spot, because you ain't doing nothing.
Right.
You really not.
No, for
All
real.
you doing is hopping on the next thing somebody told you that they made money with. You really not doing nothing, man. Like that's big facts, man.
That's so
And get you a mentor. Like I don't understand what people like. It was one dude that ever spoke. That's my guy, Nehemiah Davis. It was a rap after that. It was a rap. It was
Neo
a
go
rap.
hard. Neo is the one that I ain't gonna say he pushed me, but he put the icing on the cake for me to join Recession Proof. Like I love their dynamic as the circle of CEOs and just friends in general, because they really have like mastered putting each other on each other platforms and really pushing each other to the next level. And I love that. And I love the transparency. Like it real transparent as well. They're not hiding what they do, what they got going on. Like they doing it. Like Neo support Marcus, Marcus support Neo, David. Like I'm literally like with Marcus, I don't have to go nowhere else because he brings all of them to us. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's how I met David Shands. That's how I met Myron, how I met Alex and Mr. Tui. So, like, all of them, like, because of one person, because he's putting all his homies on, because he understands you're not just going to stay with me and just say my mentor. You a human. You going to end up going, liking what they say, and you going to end up being tapped into them. So now we both getting money off you. Not saying it in a bad way, but it's facts.
Yeah, of course.
It's facts.
A lot of people don't know what you're talking. Marcus is him 500. A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah, I know that.
We know
I
Miss
now
Mark.
know that.
A lot of people know it's him 500.
I just got put D with him this week for real. Like, I've been seeing him all over IG, but when I wanted to start, brightening my mind up, I saw a post. Now, let me follow dude. I've been watching a lot of his stuff. I look at a lot of his courses, all that, man. Like, just put me D with that this week.
It's the community.
That's my guy. Was you at the meetup down in Atlanta a couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
He was mad at. He said, "Yo, you put me on the splash." I said, "Why you ain't bring the Viking in here, bro? You bugging." He was like, "Yo, why you put me on black?"
He be so, they be like the when I say authentic, because they will joke and they will dog each other, like not dog each other, but like they clown with each other and everything. But
Marcus be clowning niggas, man. He know what he be doing. He clowning.
he gonna put you out there. Like,
yeah, he gonna put you out there.
Like, it's so funny, but it's like I say like recession proof is, to me, is like really the foundation, like, because financial literacy is what we all need. Like, I don't care how you spin it, financial literacy is like what we are heavily lacking in our communities. So the fact of learning how to leverage, not only build credit, but to leverage credit was so important and life-changing for me, because I was 19 with a 750 credit score, 740 credit score.
Ooh.
I know what to do with it. I know how to leverage it. And I was always told, keep your credit good, don't mess it up. Okay, but you ain't telling me how. How am I supposed to, our family, our parents can only take us but so far. So you're telling me the first tip in, but I didn't know back then it was for me to take it to the next level of, all right, let me learn how to not mess my credit up, or let me learn how to continue to build it or maintain it or even leverage it. Like the stuff that Marcus teaching, not even Marcus only, but just the mentees in his community. Like, they give sauce, they give game, they give everything. And then I got into morning meetup, and I'm like, man, he got an awesome community too, but it was totally different from recession proof. Like, the mentees for David Shands, to me, it's like more, it's kind of like, well, I ain't gonna say Marcus like the ratchet part of it, but it's definitely like more turn up. Like, we showing out, we turning up, we about that. But then you got David Shands, it's like, man, like, everybody's more cool. Like, it's kind of like, the grown and sexy kind of feel like. But then it's like you go to some of the other mentorships and it's like it's dead. Like, what y'all doing? Y'all ain't talking about nothing. Y'all really not truly trying to help nobody. Like, I'm mad that I paid this money for you. Like that.
Dang, that's the worst. Yeah, when you pay that price and the value is a problem. That's the worst.
Man, you be big, man. Like, refund me, please.
You be big, man. You be like, yo, what? You be ready to fight.
10 bands or however much you done spend into that mentorship. Oh, you definitely want that back. You definitely want that back. And then most mentors too, they give you only like a certain amount of time. Like, you only in the mentorship for like a month or two or whatever the case may be. Like, nah, this money need to stretch a little bit further than just a month. This 8 weeks or 12 weeks. Like, I need more bang for my buck, because you find a lot of value in the people you network with in these groups and these communities. Like, I done met so many fire people just from being in these type of communities that you don't have to fight with to be on the same mindset as you, because they already there. They already on the level as you.
So important. Like, I really need anybody on this top discussion right now. I really need y'all to do something different. Like, you keep saying you want something different. I need you to do something different. And the biggest thing that you can do is get in a different environment, right? But when you get in that different environment, I want you to be the dumbest person in the room. Like, don't go in there thinking you know what. I want you to be the dumbest person in the room. Because guess what? Now I can learn from everybody. I can learn from everybody. And guess what? When you start applying the stuff that they taught you, they're going to give you more. Like, once you start taking action and execute, they're going to give you more. Like, oh, you ran that play, bro. I got this other play for you, too.
Next.
Like, I'm telling you. It's that simple.
That's big facts. Like, and then a lot of people, you know, they'll think they know everything, but things is consistently changing all the time. Like, you got new laws, new rules, new techniques, new skills. Like, everything is consistently changing. So what you thought you knew, you probably don't know anymore. Like, I used to be I still kind of call myself the underdog in most rooms, because as young, I don't know how old he is, but being in like when I was in my 20s, like all the older women would look down on me like I couldn't bring them no value. So I don't know if y'all ever had that situation happen, but it's like
absolutely.
major value that I can bring because I'm new, I'm fresh. Like, I could teach you some stuff too, but you know, older people a lot of times they feel like they know everything and ain't nothing you can tell me different, new. Nah, see, that's why you still in the same place that you at an old age.
Of course. It comes in all different ways though, because you got the younger cats that they don't want to hit nothing, period though. That's why everybody crashing out the way they crashing out. You know what I mean? We got this thing up here called Murder Inc. That's why we looked over the other day. It was 5 boys. They was all 18, 19, 21, crashing out. I'm quite sure somebody tried to give them some game that probably tried to turn around before whatever happened to them. They don't want to hit neither though. You know what I mean? They think it's only one way of life.
You expect that from a younger person though, because they haven't had that experience yet and they're going through their life experiences. With an older person, you kind of expect that, okay, you've been here 40 plus years, you should have at least seen, if you ain't personally go through it yourself, you've seen from the people around you. I learned a lot of my don't do's from seeing what my homegirls and all of them had going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, right, but see, a lot of us.
Somebody said they 63 on this spot.
Right. See,
hey, look.
Thank you
for tapping in. Thank you for tapping in. Thank you for tapping in.
Yes, sir.
You are needed for real. Like, thank you for tapping in. Thank you so much.
Value for value. Like, I'm all about value for value. Like, I don't care what age you like. And my homegirl just hopped on. Like, literally, age gap, but we like talk almost every day. Like every day. Like I said, I'm gonna be 31. She 51. I think she's gonna be 52. And literally, like, value game, like, we just talk to each other like we've known each other for I don't know how long, and we've only known each other since like November. And it's just like, when you around good energy, you know good energy. You know good people that's humble. And you know good people that's gonna bring you value just as much as give it. So it's like, age to me, when he say age ain't nothing but a number, I mean, not in the sense of, you know, but y'all know what I mean. Like,
I know the Pretty Ricky version. Yeah, I mean,
oh my goodness.
Now let me stop.
I'm done with both of y'all. I'm done with both of y'all. Get out of here.
But it's true though. Like, man, age don't mean nothing. Like, experience means everything to me.
Yes, yes. You can't tell me nothing that you ain't experienced. Nothing. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
But why we keep asking people that never experienced it? Is this a good idea?
I don't know. I can't.
I see so many cats like, yo, I want to start a business. I asked my mom. She said it's not good.
But she
asked my dad. They said, no, just find a job.
But that go back to
trust. Laughing. Like, these are conversations that I have with these young cats. And I'm like.
But that go back to trust. They trust their mom and their dad.
Yeah. That's why I tell you, the biggest people you're going to trust, they trying to keep you safe. And I'm telling you like this, you're not going to get anywhere being safe. You're going to have to be rich. You're going to have to be uncomfortable. You're going to have to be stressed out. Like, you're going to have to get in an environment with people that's smarter than you in order for you to grow. Because I'm going to tell you like this, any good seed in bad soil is never going to grow. So guess what? You're a seed, put yourself in good soil. And you're going, like, it's limitless.
Do me a favor. Put me down with the Goat Talk Mastermind. I was looking at something on your page.
You missed it. When I seen it, I was like, I need to archive it. But yeah, this is gone. I think what one of the speakers said was just to sell the videos separately. Because I had a couple of people that was asking me, which Nicholas, I love Nicholas. Like, they definitely got something dope. Like, I use, it's called Connectly, and that's my funnels. Like, I got my funnels through them, and that definitely helped my business a lot. Like, that whole text this word to this number and it take you through everything that I already done set up one time. Like, I'm for it. Like, I'm for it because I don't have to. That eliminates me having to talk to so many people saying the same thing over and over again. Like, and then it saves me from having to do all that extra work to build up, my text and my email list, because we know, like, when they was merging to being metaverse, Instagram and Facebook shut down. So as a business owner, you shut down for a whole day or two, however long, because you don't have that email or text list. And I prefer text lists because most of our generation, they go to the text before email. So I'm gonna hit you with both.
Was like 98% open rate, right, on text message. I need you to put me down with that because all that shit is new to me. I got the super phone, and listen, my shit sent out, but my shit. Look, I need you to put me down.
Listen,
it's a little confusing when you email campaign and text campaign, and that's a little different.
And they give you can say them both if you want to. Like, it's literally it. Once you kind of like see the back end of it, you and play around with it. Or like, I know, like I just told my mentees for my chapter that I helped them for, way lower rate, but they got it done for you. I did my funnels myself because I made a funnel for my credit ebooks. I made one for business base. I made one for I'm getting ready to launch my university, which is my course for new businesses, because I got tired of seeing, I just get tired of seeing people like either overcharging or they're all over the place because they're trying to get everything for free off of YouTube, and they wondering why they're so confused and lost because everybody have a different method, or everybody giving you bits and pieces, or you as a new business owner, you don't even know where to look or what's right, what's wrong, because you new, this new to you. So I wanted to build something that's going to give that strong foundation of, of structuring your business correctly, and not just the structuring, but tapping into the marketing, the credit, the everything all into one to get you to the next level. Because like you said earlier, like, you got different levels. You're not gonna just stay on the same level all the time. Like, even with a mentor and coach, you're gonna get a new coach at different levels. You never stop getting a mentor or coach, because the higher you go, the next one you got to get that's higher than you. It's nonstop. Billionaires got mentors and coaches still.
Yeah.
So why you think you don't need one?
Of course.
Like, you really start studying successful people, they'll tell you, like, yo, this person showed me this. This person showed me that.
Yeah.
And it's not a secret. They just leaving clues. Get with somebody that did it that's better than you, man, for real.
Of course.
Right.
Yo.
They say you need 5. You need at least 5 mentors and coaches.
The coach need a coach. If your coach ain't got a coach, they say don't rock with them. For real.
But you can't be a coach if you're not even willing to pay for a coach. Why you think somebody gonna pay you if you're not even willing to pay? Come on.
Nah, that's real. That's real.
Look, they try to skip over everything. Ain't nobody know. Ain't no skipping.
Everybody, because we was programmed. We see the price of something, but the value of nothing.
I heard you mention something about credit earlier. Do you got any credit tips for anybody that's in a discussion right now?
Biggest tip is you need to fix it.
No, for real.
The biggest myth is credit is bad.
Right. Listen,
the biggest myth on earth, credit is bad. Don't you get that credit card for?
Right. You don't have too many of them. Like, no. Listen, I got 5 cars and I'm still working on more. Like, I got 2 auto loans. Man, listen. So biggest thing is, one, don't think because you got a full 500 credit score that it's not fixable. Don't think that because you got a bankruptcy or a repo or eviction that is there forever and you can't build your credit, because it's not true. Don't think that because you might be in the 600s that you can't get any type of funding, because that's not true, depending on your data points. Learn data points. When I say pretty much everything that you learned growing up or maybe did not learn, you got to relearn it in the right way. Of course. That's one thing that you definitely have to do. When I started learning about how important the data points is over the actual score, that hit different. And I was like, okay, yep, dump everything that I thought I knew about credit and let me relearn all of this, because my data points was A1. My credit score wasn't really, I think when I got in recession proof, my credit score was like a 640, I want to say. But I still got a $65,000 loan because my data points was good. You know what I'm saying? So the problem with my credit score was I didn't have enough credit. Yeah. So there go that mentality. Like you really need 8 to 10 lines of credit, like reporting on your credit, and good, definitely good standing, don't get me wrong, but it was like so much stuff that I learned that I was like, oh snap, okay, like I've been sleep on myself this whole time and I could have been doing some major moves. So definitely them data points, you have to learn those data points ASAP. Like you have to learn what it is, how to leverage them. And then also too, like one major thing that I really loved was figuring out which credit cards which bureau the credit cards pulled from. So learning to leverage your credit. Like once you learn that, you can run it up for real, because now like, okay, like these 2 cards pulled from TransUnion, this one pulled from Experian, so I'm gonna apply for these 2, and then I'm gonna apply for this one, and then what I'm saying, like that's major, like that's big, like that's really big.
Recession proof talk. Recession proof talk.
Listen, it's that. Like I go head first.
How to shut down the third party companies and all, like
freezing, and then it depends, because like we were kind of talking about that in one of our sessions too. Like so a lot of times we'll freeze our secondary bureaus and forget to unfreeze them. I ended up going for funding with them frozen, and because I forgot, and I still got funding, but it just depends. It can hurt you, because if it's frozen, it's hiding some of the things that you actually might need to get approved.
Big facts.
Yeah.
So, yeah. It depends, but it's ways around. Like my grandma used to say, is multiple ways to skin a cat, which I never understood that, but that's what she used to say. Makes sense to me, so.
My grandmother said the same thing. That's right, though. That is right.
I better understand what your grandmother was saying now.
No, listen, it took me a long time to figure out what she used to say. I'm about to go see a man about a dog. It took me a long time to figure out what that meant.
What?
That's some country ass shit, right? I'm out the what? You gotta repeat that back to me. What was that? I'm about to go see a man about a dog. Man, I don't even want Grandma. I don't even want to know what that means, sweetheart. I don't even want to know what that means.
Oh, that's a country thing. Oh, okay.
Grandma, keep your stockings on, baby. Keep your stockings on, baby. Like, what the hell going on?
Oh, get out of here, yo.
Ms. Whitfield, really appreciate you, man, coming through, throwing the game, man, talking to the people. Yo, if you were speaking to, like, what you say, this man still laughing.
She killed me with that, yo.
Look, he done went and seen a woman by the dog or whatever a couple times.
Grandma done went to go see a man about a dog. Ain't that some?
Oh, stop!
The days they used to tell us, man, like.
Get out of here! I'm done with you.
Them old sayings, man, like Yeah, it'll take you a little bit to catch up on what they used to be saying for real. Like that's like an old R&B song. When you start listening to R&B now, when you older, you like, I was singing that. Oh my gosh!
I got a couple. You know what I mean? I got grandmas left, so I'm gonna ask them what that mean.
No.
And as soon as she opened her eyes real big, don't even tell me. Nope.
It's a wrap.
Don't even tell me. I ain't even talking. I ain't even talking to you. And don't you come over for Easter dinner neither.
Stay with the man with the dog.
Yeah,
Appreciate it, yo. If you was gonna talk to your 19-year-old self and you wanted to inspire him, what would you say to him?
Man,
19-year-old self. I thought you said you had a child at what, 19?
no, yeah, I had her when I got pregnant at 17, had her at 18.
18-year-old self. Matter of fact, 17. Right today, I'm about to be 31. I'm talking to my 17-year-old self. What would
Leave
I
that
say
boy
to
alone.
Yo.
I just play. Well, definitely is. Lead the boys. Lead the boys where they at. You know, if they ain't where you trying to be, leave them, whatever. But nah, definitely. I will say that is definitely good advice. Like a lot of times, what you think that you want is not truly what you want. It's not truly what you need. So that I will definitely say that's advice for real. But experience life like while you're learning and going through your lessons and experience life, that's okay. But you still got to focus on your future. Like you definitely have to still be educating yourself in multiple aspects of life, not just one, but multiple aspects of life, whether that's, well, not whether, but it's mental, finances, you know, learning responsibility, learning how to protect yourself, especially as a woman, and learning how to become a better woman and a better version of you always. So I definitely say experience life, have fun. Like I party, don't get me wrong, I party. I lived. But I also was always, you know, really driven and focused on, you know what, I know that I don't want to be working the rest of my life. Like I want to do something else besides that. So I tried, I failed. Don't be afraid to fail because failures give you nothing but lessons. Just take the time to pick out what that lesson is, like good and bad. Pick out that lesson and what you need to learn, and then you execute next. Like that's it. Like you gotta execute. Forget what everybody else say. Execute and do you. People gonna talk about you whether you doing good, whether you doing bad. At least they got at least they got your name in their mouth and they talking about you. So make sure you give them something good to talk about. So that's
Bump them gums. Let them bump them gums. You hear me? Do me a favor. If you would nominate somebody on this show, tell me who that is right now. Somebody that inspires you.
Let's see. There's a lot of them. Whole bunch of them.
Hey, you gotta know them personally though. You gotta know they gonna come on here and drop some game.
Time out. Before she say that, shout out my girl Faith_Wealthy. She been going hard in the chat since we started, man. Shout out whoever that is. I don't even know who you is.
She show a lot of love.
You down there looking like this in the picture. You know what I mean? Who is that? Shout out my girl Faith_Wealthy, man. I appreciate you, man, showing love on the top discussions for y'all.
Definitely. Yeah. Definitely I will say either she's older, but either Teresa or I would say I'm trying to think who not camera shy. That'd be the thing. Aaron not camera shy at all. She gonna drop. She hardcore though. I ain't gonna lie. Aaron hardcore. She gonna kick it. She gonna kick it. Like she's one of the ones that she was one of my trading partners, like accountability partners. Anything that we did. LaShonda, she another person. Like she been down. Talking about a day one. That's 3 good ones right there. Like real deal. And they ain't afraid of the camera. So
Okay. All right. Well, look here, make that connection. You feel me? Tell them come on to the top discussion. We need them. We gotta get some game from them. You know what I mean?
I definitely will. Look, I don't even remember how I even got here.
Wait, look, we just happy that you are here. You know what I'm saying?
Look,
I
I'm
enjoy it.
definitely happy. I've had a ball, but I was like, when he sent the voice message, I'm like, wait, I had it on my calendar. It's literally here, but I don't remember how I signed up. I do
Look,
not remember. But I'm like, hey,
the man above, he make us cross paths for a reason. You hear me?
definitely
Come
are.
on now. Talk to me, brother. Come on now.
Even if it's about that grandma story that she gave you. What she said.
Now you still talking about grandma now. She went to go
Look, you
freshen up and put a red
yo,
lipstick on, you know what I mean?
I'm done with that. I'm gonna say that to everybody now. I'm gonna say that you just brought it back up. I'm gonna say it to everybody now. When I just go to
listen.
the grocery store, I'll be like, look, grandma said, you feel me? Nah.
Grandma put them red lipstick on like, oh, yeah, go ahead with just little
Look, oh, you
mess.
know about the red lipstick. Okay. All right. Listen.
A little skull cap under that wig. If you don't get that little skull
No,
cap
yo,
out of there,
stop.
now let me stop.
Listen, it took me a while to realize what the one ring on the house phone means. I ain't know about that either. Yeah.
What is that? What is
Hey, look,
that?
stop.
Listen, I
Stop.
about to say I think I might be telling some of the old school tricks and stuff. Nah, back in the day, the side piece would ring house phone. Let it ring one time and hang up. It was like a beep. It was like a page.
Hey, yeah, what?
Babe, why your phone ring one time the other night? It's like, no.
Look, that's
You'll hit
exactly
the
how
one time, hang up like she gonna call back.
it. And you know,
You
they
gonna
ain't have
call
like the
back?
way you can call. You can't, but you don't know unless like they ain't have caller ID back in the day. So
Oh yeah.
that was like a little page, you know, like they used to have beepers back in the day and stuff. Listen, I learned all
No.
this stuff after the fact.
If it rained 2 times, it's me. Like, yeah.
No, for real.
That's crazy.
Look, that's a funny joke, like real. Look, my granddaddy would tell me stories that I die on the floor. Like I be, oh Lord.
I ain't messing with y'all, man. Y'all better get it together, yo. We want to thank you for coming on the show, dropping
Yeah,
game. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? We going to stay plugged in with you. You say you down in Florida. What part of Florida you in?
Like the Tampa area.
Okay, yeah, okay. All right. We definitely going to tap in
Everywhere.
with you. Next time I hit Florida, I'm going to hit you. Where you at? Where you at? Where you
Listen,
at?
as long as
Yeah.
I'm here, I'm down. Like, well, I'll be summer coming up, so you know what time it is. Summertime.
All
All
right.
right.
All right now. All right
Hot
now.
girl summer.
All right now. All right.
Listen, nah, ain't no hot girl. It'll be a lot hot in Vegas. I'll be like, oh, it's going down in Vegas. I'm turning up. This gonna be my first time in Vegas.
Oh, yeah?
Man, I'm trying to do everything jam packed in one weekend. And yeah, I'm trying to have fun, like real deal. I'm trying to zip line, ATVs, club, date, pool park, like everything. No sleep. Team, no sleep. What sleep?
Look, if they got this store called the Corner Store, tell them Boogie sent you. You feel me? I don't know if it's still there. Tell them Boogie sent you. You feel me?
Oh
They gonna
Lord, I'm
hit you
scared what it
with a
is.
tall glass. You feel me? A tequila.
Oh, you
Hopefully
talking
make it
my language.
home.
I was say, look, you talking my language. Nah, that's what was in this cup.
Oh Lord, see, all right, then that's why I gotta kick you off now because you about to act up. I ain't got time for it.
Oh, you know about tequila, so you know it was. Listen, yeah, you know then, you know.
You know it. You know it. Look, we appreciate you. Appreciate everything.
I had so much fun, like anytime, y'all,
No
anytime.
All right.
conversation, man. Just have fun, enjoy life.
Mm-hmm.
This was one of them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Just come through, just have a conversation. That's all it's about, man. Different conversations. You get to connect with different people.
Yes.
Drink a little, whatever you want to drink. Get to know about Grandpa John, Grandma, you know what I mean, with the dog.
Nah.
This is what I live for. That's why I love it, man. But I really appreciate you coming through.
Yes.
It's a
Yeah.
top discussion, man.
Top discussion.
Thank
Thank
y'all for having
Thank you.
me. Thank y'all. Good night.
Good night. Good night. How the hell you excited? I had too much wine. Hey, brother, man.
that boy, wow. Yeah,
Huh.
I'm on this dude, wow. Top discussion, man.
Top discussion.
Faithful _ wealthy, good night. Appreciate you for stopping through. Every single Thursday, 8:30 p.m., the top discussion. Listen for me. Listen to me. If you ain't reaching for the top, put your hand down. You understand? Because we're going to the top. Whatever's at the top of the mind, we having a discussion about it every single Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We in the building.
Yes, go after your dream. Get active, stay active. Let's get it. Let's get it.